Hey everyone, Cody from Mac Telecom Networks. In this video, we're going to be taking another look at the Ekahau AI Pro. I did a video a few months ago showing a co-working space that we're currently working on, and we'll also be doing a heat map scan on that eventually, and that will all be in another video. But for this video, I'm going to show you a multi-level design. So we're going to have 3 different floors. We'll have the parking garage, we'll have first floor, and then we'll have the second floor. This whole building is going to be having UniFi U7 Pro Maxes, so we need to make sure it's designed properly. If you want to learn more about Ekahau and their Sidekick 2 and their AI Pro products, there will be links in the description below. Now, the first thing with an AI Pro that we need to do, we need to create a new project and then load our floor plans in. So I'll click on Create New Project. And then we could see in the middle here, it says, let's add a floor plan to this project. So we'll go ahead and do that. You could see the 3 different floors that we currently have. We have our parking, we have our first floor, and then we have our second floor. I'm going to start with the parking garage and we're going to click on open. We now need to add our other floor plan. So we'll click on these 3 little dots at the bottom that says map, and we're going to add the map. I'm going to select the first floor and press open. And then we're going to do the same thing and we're going to select the second floor. With the floor plans now in AI Pro, what we need to do our scaling. And scaling is very important when we're doing this design work. So you want to make sure that you have a reference. In the bottom right hand corner on each of these floor plans, you can see that this line is from 0 to 24 feet. So I'm going to go to the left hand corner. We're going to grab the scale. We're going to click here and then we're just going to drag across. And that is going to be 24 feet. After we have all of our floor plans in and the scaling done, we're going to want to create a building. I clicked on building, then we have different actions. This action to do is to add the new building, and we need to select the floors that we want. I'm going to click on the first floor. I'm going to hold down shift, and then I'm going to select all the other floors and then press add floor in the bottom corner. Now we have a couple different things in the right hand corner where it shows the office and it shows us our DB between the different floors, and that seems about right for this job. Now, the next important thing is this floor alignment, and it says the floor alignment points are used for 3D network planning only to align the floors properly. Connect each map with the same alignment points. 3 alignment points are required to align a pair of maps. This allows floors to have map images that are rotated, scaled, or shifted in relation to each other. Images that are skewed can't be used. In addition, you will need to set the order of the floors using the building view. For our floor alignment points, I'm going to be using the stairwell and the elevator shaft, as those don't change between our floors. So we'll click on the stairwell on the left, we'll do the elevator, and then the stairwell on the right. We need to do this for all of our floors. So we'll go to the first floor and we'll choose the same stairwell, the elevator, and then the stairwell on the right. And we'll do it for the second floor as well. Now, right above me, we could see that the alignments are all okay. If you have them off, it will tell you which floor plan that you have the alignments off for. Now, next up for all of these floor plans, we need to draw in the walls. And you could see in the left-hand corner that we have this straight wall, or you could select rectangle wall or predefined wall. We also have different wall types. So we have our drywall, and then if we scroll down, we have brick, we have door interior, and then we have elevator shaft. What I'm going to do, we will speed ahead drawing this floor plan as there's quite a bit to add in, but you'll see what I'm doing. Now we have every single wall drawn in for all 3 of our floor plans. We need to add an exclusion and an inclusion zone of where we want the Wi-Fi to be. So in the left-hand corner, again, we have our requirement areas. So we have the area tool and then we have the exclusion area. I'm going to select the area tool first. And for the parking garage, we're going to do the whole parking garage. The only exclusion zone that we're going to have on all 3 of these floors are the elevator shafts. So I'll click on the exclusion area and then we'll go to the elevator shaft and we'll select it. Now I'm going to move up to the first floor and we're going to do the exact same thing. So for our elevator shaft, we're going to exclude this from the Wi-Fi because we don't really care if people have Wi-Fi in the elevator. Typically, it's pretty hard to do that. And then we're going to add in our inclusion area with the area tool. Lastly, we need to do the same thing for our second floor. So we already have the area tool selected, so we're going to select this whole floor and then exclude the elevator. For this particular build, I roughly want to know how many access points I'm going to need. And for that, we're going to use the AI Auto Planner. Now, this isn't a 100% exact science, but it does help us out. Where it tells us to place the access points, we'll place them, but we'll leave about 20 feet of slack on the cabling if we need to move them around. And all this is going to be filmed, and we'll also do a heat map scan to make sure that everything that we did in our design is correct. So I'm going to click on the AI Auto Planner. Now from here, we need to select our access point. The access point that we're using is the U7 Pro Max by Ubiquiti. And you can see that they have the U7 Outdoor, the U7 Pro, the Pro Max, and the Pro Wall. We'll select the Pro Max. I'm going to click on Create, but you can see that the plan will cover 3 maps in the building, which is awesome. And we could also do advanced options. Under our advanced options, we could set the transmit power. We could do the antenna height. We could also select the areas. We could optimize width capacity, optimize for different mobile clients, or we could do the different channels. I'm going to leave it all on default and we'll press create. Now you can see that it's preparing where these access points should be, and we should have a rough count of how many Pro Maxes that we're going to need. All right, and in total, it's telling us that we need 27 APs to cover the 3 floors. So the 2 main floors and then our parking garage, which is really great. We could also do this channel planner, which is going to tell us what channels to put our access points on. So let's click on it. Now it says account for all APs in this project. We're going to have our frequency band, so the 2.4, the 5, and the 6 gigahertz. And we're going to disable unnecessary 2.4 gigahertz radios. I'm going to press create, and then we'll see all these channels change. And you can see that we have pretty good coverage, and this is on the 2nd floor. Let's take a look at the 1st floor. And this is going based off of Ekahau's best practices, which is minus 67 dB and above. So we could look at the parking garage, and we only have 4 APs down here as it's pretty wide open. The band that's selected right now for all 3 floors is our 5 gigahertz, but if we want to see the 2.4 coverage, or if we want to see the 6 gigahertz coverage, we could select that as well. Now that's going to be it for this video on Ekahau AI Pro and how we do multi-floors, which is very nice to have. There's not a lot of other software that does this. In the next video, we're going to be going to the job site. We're going to be installing all the access points. We'll also be installing Unify access to about 50 doors for this job site. And then we'll take the Ekahau Sidekick 2 out and we'll validate our design. If you have any questions about this video, please leave it in the comments below. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button. If you're new here, please subscribe and hit the bell icon. All right, thanks.